After nearly 20 years, the U.S. military has left Bagram Airfield, the epicenter of its war to unseat the Taliban and hunt down al-Qaeda and the perpetrators of the 9/11 attacks. The departure from Bagram Airfield is significant. It's significant because it effectively brings to an end what President Joe Biden called America's forever war. Most of the NATO allies, there were 7,000 still remaining, have already left Afghanistan. The last of the 2,500 to 3,500 American soldiers are mostly gone. It's not clear today, Friday, how many are still in Afghanistan, but the war has effectively come to an end. What remains today in Afghanistan is a concern about the Kabul airport, the security of the Kabul's international airport. That is still being decided. Its future, who will protect the airport? Right now, Turkey is negotiating to protect the airport. The agreement for the protection of the airport is still being negotiated. Until the airport is secure and an agreement is in place for the protection of the international airport, it will be impossible to declare Resolute Support mission finished. And Resolute Support is the name given to the mission that remains in Afghanistan. The last of the American soldiers whom the U.S. president said would leave Afghanistan by September 11th. It is now July 2nd, almost 2 months ahead of schedule. In Afghanistan, people are wondering what tomorrow will bring. The Taliban have made considerable strides. They have overrun several districts, particularly in the north of the country. There is a concern that the resurrection of militias in Afghanistan, militias who have a reputation for considerable violence, could be problematic in the future. General Miller, who is the U.S. Top general here in Afghanistan, who is also winding up his time in Afghanistan, has said that the world should be concerned. Should violence keep increasing in Afghanistan, and should a civil war begin? So there's a lot that still remains uncertain in Afghanistan. There's a lot of concern among Afghans who are not certain what the future will bring. There is concern among the embassies, the foreign embassies here in Afghanistan. The Australians have closed their embassy. The U.S. embassy remains open and is one of the largest embassies, and it will be protected by 650 soldiers who have arrived fresh specifically for that mission. Now that mission is separate from Resolute Support. It will be a bilateral agreement between the U.S. and the Afghan government for the protection of the U.S. embassy. So as of today, the vast majority of international forces are gone. Most of NATO, if not all of the NATO's troops, are gone. Most of the U.S. soldiers, if not all the U.S. soldiers, are gone. General Miller had a farewell visit with President Ashraf Ghani today, and although no one said it was a goodbye, it certainly had all the hallmarks of a farewell.
Thank you.